is so sensitive that I think I just sniffed and it started recording. Like, it's crazy. I think, not to get off the subject's really AI technology, but I think Android phones, as far as the Samsung brand, are just quicker to innovate things and get things going. But I think Apple made an all-around better product on the computer side. I just don't think their phones are as caught up as Android. And the reason why I brought this up is that new iPhone release, and it's supposed to have the Apple Intelligence, but the Apple Intelligence ain't even ready. They pushed the phone out, and I guess it's going to be a software download after the fact or something, but it doesn't even have the Apple Intelligence even ready, and they're advertising for it, which is crazy to me. Made me think, why are they advertising for something that is not even ready? It's really mind-boggling to me. But back to AI, the Sora is out. I know Google is trying to compete. They're trying to do some things with Gemini, but it's moving fast. But people, I just ran over a piece of wood, guys. On the highway, a piece of wood. People are complaining that the AI isn't moving fast enough, which is crazy to me. But yet, what's his name? The creator of OpenAI, he's saying that AGI, which is supposed to be the higher intelligence of this AI technology, supposed to be the next level before you basically got robots and androids. He's saying, and when I say robots, I don't mean the robots like they showed at Tesla. I mean like real robots with real intelligence, with free moving bodies, not where they're anchored down and can barely move like the ones they showed at Tesla. AGI is supposed to be that next level intelligence, but there's different levels on how they break the definition down. You know, and it's funny, not to change the subject again, but I was doing a video where I was showing how the AI, how to spot these AI videos if they're cloning your friends or family members, is to just wave your hand, ask them to wave their hand in front of the screen, and if they can't do that, it's probably a AI deepfake. And somebody chimed in on my channel in the comments and say, I know this is not related, but can you do this, this, and that, talking about moving money with crypto, and they didn't know something they did to move to MetaMask and this, and that, and I'm like, what does this have to do with crypto technology? And it really got me thinking about the possibilities of growing a business with AI technology and cryptocurrency. I think those two combinations, in the right hands, keyword, in the right hands, could be really, really powerful. And I know my man Brandon Ivy on his channel, he talks about a lot about crypto, and he has crypto education and stuff. And I'm pretty sure he's already aware of this, but I think that's the next level. Is a company that can balance, excuse me one second. cryptocurrency and without fear of getting scammed. That's the key thing, without getting scammed. And unfortunately, you know, what was the company? FTX or whatever it was. It went down. I thought it was one of the most FTX, I believe it is. Hit me in the comments if I'm wrong. Where the guy went down for scamming people, but before he went down, he was actually made people feel safer than, that's the reason why he was able to scam like so many people. I think Tom Brady even invested millions. I want to say Tom Brady invested like something like 30 million, something crazy. Because they trusted this guy, because I think because he was American. Because Binance, even though Binance technically is the biggest exchange in the world, they give us this fear of, oh, you're in another country, how do I trust you? So they built the Finance USA, which is still, because of our regulations, certain states, Connecticut being one of them, I can't participate. So they're holding crypto of mine that I'll never ever see again. Thank God I didn't invest millions. We're talking about maybe $200. I have crypto locked up on small exchanges because I believed in the tangible cryptocurrency, but because there's no regulation around most of it, you can't trust it. Think about it, the power of AI technology like Sora. You get ChatGPT, what do they call it, a Pro. I think it's like something crazy, like $200, but they give you basically the power to build your own GPT just as powerful as OpenAI for your company to possibly even trade. But again, if you invest in these companies, it's only a matter of time before the greed kicks in. Just imagine picture this, guys. Uber gets involved in crypto. Are you going to trust that? No. Uber's already shady now. But just imagine the power of the ignorance of some people that would trust Uber if they launched their own crypto platform. A lot of people would trust it. A lot of people would trust it. So it intrigues me, the power of AI with crypto. And supposedly there's a few crypto coins that are using AI technology. I couldn't tell you which ones. I'm not that into crypto. But I will say I have what was once my last holdings, because I took a lot off, guys. I ain't going to, with the crash of a few years ago in crypto, I kept like $300. I staked some of it on Coinbase, because Coinbase, I would say, is probably the most trusted in the US. And because of the recent surge, keyword recent surge in crypto, that has went to, between the staking and the recent rise in crypto, that has grown to almost $1,000 of me just holding it. Just literally just holding it. So it made me think that I don't think a company should focus on necessarily using crypto in a manner to siphon money from their followers. But But I do believe they should use crypto as a means of holding assets, long-term business assets. I think it's actually a great idea. I hear you could do this with IRAs now, where you could set one up and it only holds your crypto. I think that's a great idea because long-term holding of crypto, I think is going to be beneficial to your company. And any way in there, you could use AI to predict when you should buy a coin. That's when it makes sense to use AI with the crypto. But as far as creating your own coin and doing these rug pulls, obviously it's not right. We all know it's not right. We all know that it's wrong. It's not ethical. And you're never going to truly be rich. Well, I shouldn't say that because you can get rich scamming, but you're never going to be truly rich where you don't have to look over your shoulder until you have a legitimate business that creates money. And if you could teach your followers, say, what platforms they can invest in, like, say, Coinbase, that you consider somewhat safe. And yeah, there's external wallets and all that. I'm not that involved. But that is a way to go. Your company can hold assets that way as well. I suggest all. And I don't know if I want to dedicate a channel to this, but I am considering getting involved with stocks this year. We're going into the next year. I'm sorry, because this year's over. Going into the new year, getting involved with stocks on the business side as well as on the personal for the future. Because I simply don't see and this is long-term holdings. I'm not talking about moving money around and switching it up that often. But as a long-term means to holding assets, I think stocks is something that I'm going to get into. But you got to crawl before you can walk. I'll probably start with an app like Moomoo or Weeble and play around with those on the personal side. But on the big boy side, go to the major stock exchange, put a couple grand away. But you gotta have an operational company that's always producing cash, preferably on a daily basis. This is why my new company is going to be basically based around gig economy. Just imagine if you have a company that deposits in your business bank account $300 a day, every day. That is a powerful tool in building your future. And with not just Uber and Lyft, but courier, non-emergency medical, transportation and rides, there's going to be a number of ways that I'm going to show you guys how you can fund your own company with your own efforts and start putting it into some asset producing stuff for your future. Because let's be real, guys, I'm not getting any younger. I know this. Granted, I'm not over the hill. You know, I'm in my early 50s. I still got a lot of life in me, I believe, God willing. no cancers or no high blood pressure pop up. But I gotta be realistic. I'm getting older. I got a new granddaughter coming, and I'm starting to think about the future. And a conversation I had with my own mother, who's up there now, I want to say early 80s, and she's not in the best health. She did a lot of drugs in her youth. Thank God she did get insurance. She did get insurance. But I haven't been down south in years, and she's in South Carolina. I'm in Connecticut. And it just got us both thinking about life insurance and thinking about our future. And I got to start thinking about so much that I want to do for my family. And I don't want to make it sound like it's just about money, because it is about family at the end of the day. You're creating all this stuff for the future of your family. The goal is simple. To do what Glendon used to talk about. MWR, I want to say, even though I'm no longer with that company, they were talking about this, which is trust. You gotta have a trust. You gotta have at some point, maybe not at the beginning, a holding company, a operational company that brings their money daily. Some of the money will be weekly, some of it will be monthly. Like the money I make from renting rooms, that's weekly. But I also have my Uber and Lyft money going in daily. That's going to be compacted with deliveries that I'm going to be doing. So money should be going in daily, weekly, and monthly. And you should take a check. I don't think no one should have only a check every 2 weeks. I don't like bi-weekly. I'm going to have it where I have a check cut to me personally and go to my personal account weekly. I tried paychecks last year. I didn't like it. I think I'm going to try Gusto going into this new year. I'll let you guys know. I'll definitely have a link. That's going to be a referral link. Referrals. This is how we're going to build our business too. Referrals. Every business you create, you got to treat it as not just a operational business or a media company, but also a referral company. Because as you're telling people, okay, I got to go there, I got to go here, I got to do this, and I got to go here and do this, you want them to use your referral link when they're going to buy it anyway. They're going to use the services anyway. Use your referral link, help you build your business, which gives you the money to upgrade the channel so you don't have to watch these blurry videos. I can get a real custom camera. This is how you help the creators help you. We'll give you more content, but we need help in a way of that you're not even going to know you're contributing, because you're probably going to buy that product anyway when you see how it's being used. That product, service, whatever it is being used, you're going to buy it anyway. You might as well help out the content creator that told you about it by the way of a referral link. I'm telling you right now, this is how you're going to build your business going into 2025. You cannot only do Uber and Lyft in this economy and think you're going to make it. Hell, my roommate has a full-time job and he still does Lyft. And he probably does lift just as much as me with the full-time job. So he got it. He's not trying to start a business, but he's out there grinding. And that's how I got to think going into this next year. You know, I am going to try out other apps. One that off the top of my head, I can think of, Roadie. I hear the pay is crap on there too, but you got to have, the Rideshare professor talks about this too all the time. You got diversity. You got to have diversity. You got to, like, try out different apps, different things. I don't ever believe I'll like food delivery, but will I try it one day? It will not kill me to try it. All it is just that little toggle on Uber Eats to try it out for a day. And who knows? I doubt it, but I have a feeling I'm gonna like doing delivery, just not food delivery. I think one of the ones I might want to do or like is probably this is why I got to get a dash cam. The guy cut all the way across me to get on the highway, to get off the highway. You got to have a dash cam. See, again, this is why I need your help. I got to buy tools for my business. I originally thought that I didn't need a dash cam because I didn't drive at night, but now, even part-time, even when you're off, you're driving on your off days, you should have a dash cam. And I'm sitting there telling you guys, and I don't have one yet. I'm actually going to really get one. Excuse me. Because I see the value in it. I'm seeing these videos where people just jumping out in front of people doing crazy stuff. And I believe that helps with your insurance, having a dash cam. And we're going to need everything possible to help lower our insurance. I don't know about kill switches, but I'm probably going to get a tracking device. You know, kill switches, I know everybody says get a kill switch, but on a more expensive vehicle, yes. You know, if I get to the point where I have a Mercedes or something nice, I definitely probably would get a kill switch on it, honestly. And it probably even makes sense to have the dealership put it in. Let me see if this car lets me go by. See if I can pull it off. Yeah, he let me. These trucks are just going so slow today. And I'm a slow driver. But these trucks are going like so super slow. It's a little cold, it's a little windy. But the reason why I've been talking a lot less about holding companies is not that I don't believe in the whole holding company thing. It's just you got to have some foundation. You got to get that first LLC going, popping, making money. And then if it makes sense, it probably will never make sense to make that company your holding company. But let's say you're only doing B2B. That's probably the only time I would say you could use that company for a holding company. Let's say you're doing a affiliate marketing company and you only refer business out. That is a business model I could say you could have as your holding company because you're not doing business with the general public. You're only having the companies pay you. It's not likely the companies that you refer out business are going to sue you. So that is probably the perfect scenario where I say, okay, you could probably keep that company, make that your holding company. But anything, transportation, even though I'm going to have a low risk name and it's going to appear to be a low risk company, I still am not going to make that the holding company. I will create a new company that is going to be the holding company that will most likely be a software company. Something that's not going to really do business with the general public directly. I would even say possibly a media company, possibly, but you can still get sued there. So it kind of makes sense to have that even as a LLC under your holding company. To me, anyway. Should your holding company be out of state? Usually I'm going to say yes. Is it absolutely necessary? No, not at the beginning. And a lot of people don't know this, but you can have more than one holding company. I can have a holding company that only oversees my transportation stuff. I could have a separate one that only oversees, say, real estate. A separate one that holds just the media stuff. Because at some point, I'm broke now, but at some point, when you start making this big money, and to me, big money could be, relatively speaking, I'm thinking anything over 6 figures a year, is when you really need to start thinking about forming a holding company. One guy I talked to on the phone, it was probably one of my last strategy sessions on the phone. He told me he had a transportation company as his holding company. I was like, it's not the end of the world. You just create a new LLC later and have it purchase your other companies. Problem solved. Not a big deal. It's really not. You know? And as long as your companies are bringing in you the money to do it, it should be a write-off. You know? So, I don't want anything in my name in the future. In the future, this is the car that I'm driving right now, as we speak. Nothing big, Ford Fiesta. It's not the small compact one, but it's the sedan. This is probably the last car that will be in my name ever again. And that's because I know better. I was in a desperate situation. That is the only reason why I purchased this car in my name from Carvana. But I recently spoke to somebody, well, not recently, but last year, on Carvana, or from Carvana, and you can purchase, it's actually quite easy. It's probably easier than going to a dealership. You could purchase a vehicle from Carvana directly under your LLC and pay for it with your business line of credit. This is great because I don't think on the personal side they want you or let you pay with a credit card. I'm not mistaken. But I know on the business side you can. So now, well, once you get your car out of your name into your business and you have these 0% credit cards and you're getting these $20,000 to $50,000 lines of credit, you can go to Carvana, put a decent size, I would say $2,000 to $5,000 down on a car for your business through Carvana, and you can have it delivered right to your door. And I believe they will make an exception and deliver it to your house if need be. But you want to have a real business address, just in case. The only thing I don't like about my daughter's complex is it's tight when you got to turn around. She's in one of these complexes with the prefab homes. I don't know if you can see them in the background. Reminds me of the double wides, trailer homes. But I'm here, guys. I'm going to talk to you guys later. It was nice talking to you about all the stuff in my life. And if you want more, all you got to do is subscribe. Subscribe, like, comment, and let's go on this journey together. Thank you.